How's it going, guys? I'm Niceley, or S-C, and welcome back to the multiplayer building world. We got a couple of people going on right now. We got Foxyella and Floppy Fingers just came in, and pretty much just opened the world anyway. The world's going to be open for a while because I feel like building today, and I'm thinking I want to continue building either that or the castle. So I think I might hop back and forth depending on what I feel like doing. I kind of want to make this look like something and not just an semblance of blocks. Like that has a face at least on one side of it. I want to get at least one face on the castle so it looks like, oh, that's what the project's going to turn out to be. Kind of like that is like, oh, that's what the rest of it's going to be. You can kind of imagine what the rest of it's going to look like just based off that. And I'm talking with my hands a lot. So let me start moving. Tell these guys I'm recording. Recording, by the way. So this is going to be ridiculous. I'm going to add probably some more planters by the windows, add a little bit more color to the front. I like the way that looks on the front of that. Adds a little bit different of a color. Let me turn my music down just in case y'all can hear that, because my microphone in the last video actually ended up picking up part of, or some music that I was playing with. Yeah. She wants her house in the bed. Let's go check out what she's got. Here's GameStar's first build. I don't think I went over that in the last video. It's really nice. Rustic build based off Grain's idea. It's got some modern equipment in it. It's kind of weird. Interior's not entirely done, but the outside looks pretty darn cool. Pretty normal rustic house that he builds. She's continuing building. How's it going? Want to show me around the place? I kind of added these lights with the trapdoors. It looks pretty nice. You kind of don't even notice them. But yeah, I guess it's kind of empty in here. We can help out a little bit by taking these and just doing that real quick. What did she just say? Hey Foxyella, if you want some cool phone games content on YouTube, check out my channel. And that is Floppy Fingers. He does other types of games along with like Minecraft and Terraria. Other types of phone games similar to me. Pretty cool. He's a cool dude. I suggest you check him out. He's got some really cool videos. We can come down here. Nice little glass front entrance. Again with the lantern lights. Added that in the corner. I would normally put like logs or something right here. Just a different texture than acacia, dark oak, and spruce. The nice tile flooring. I think this is going to be like a kitchen area. I'm going to grab my drinkage. So, while we're showing this off, I guess that's pretty much it as a building. I like this deck area. Looks pretty nice. It needs a little glowstone. If I had sea lanterns, I would be using sea lanterns instead of glowstone. And if pumpkins weren't omnidirectional instead of multi-directional, I would be using those. But they're not. So if you didn't know, pumpkins only shine light in one direction. So if you try to use those as a lighting source, you have to place them in all sorts of different directions. Which is kind of interesting. I learned that the hard way a couple of times. I was like, what is going on? Why are zombies spawning right behind the pumpkin? I was like, oh, I get you. I see, said the blind man to the deaf mute over the phone. I wonder if you, let me know if you guys have actually heard that saying before, because that's kind of an old turn of phrase. That looks nice. Get rid of that. You could fill this up, and that would look pretty darn nice. Oh. That looks cool. Do you like that? Or no? Yay or nay? Oh, okay, sorry. There you go. Have fun. I want to go build. I want to shoot myself out of this cannon first. Ah. Is that what Floppy's working on? Oh, he's making a robot. Nice. Nice. Robot. A robot. Cool little statue. I think that's pretty dope. I don't know. I'm feeling like this is a little more chilled back, relaxed type of thingamajig here. Once we actually start getting into building, we're probably going to speed things along, go into a time lapse. If we end up going to talk to them, the mic will still be recording, everything will still be recording. So, with that said, let me grab my blocks here. That one, this one, this one. Something else I love about PC that you can't do on Pocket Edition is middle click select. That is my favorite thing to do. Is that really it? Okay, we need this. We already got the glowstone, we got that. Let's grab the dark oak stuff. Dark oak slab. And then, let's see. A little ornate front looks pretty interesting. Let's just look at this one more time before we get into building. Oh, that is the coolest thing ever. Just the symmetry. the perfect symmetry. Wall. Anywho, so we're probably gonna end up building the staircase. Or should I build the entire outside first? You know what, we're probably gonna throw the second layer on. Go all the way around. Add the floor for the second layer in each of the sections. Leave this middle one open so that we can make the staircase. Still haven't decided which one would look best for that. Because maybe like going up one side, meeting up in the middle will look pretty nice. It's like a balcony on this side. And then having the entrance going through the middle, or going above it and having the entrance go through the sides. I don't know, I might have to like look up a couple of building designs. Like real buildings. Because normally you would want everything to focus to the middle in this type of building. So you would want everything to be open here. So the staircase I'm picturing, if you've ever seen the movie Mr. Deeds, is the staircase from that mansion. Is where like you kind of come in and then you have this kind of open area here in the middle, and then you have stairs that work their way up to the second floor that way and branch off into like a C pattern, kind of. Having this area open in the middle, you can, it'll probably have like a doorway underneath the stairs here. Didn't think that part completely through yet. We'll get into it once we actually start building. So why don't we just start building, I guess. So we're gonna do, yeah, we're gonna fill in the frame.